Okay, so think about how old you are, um, and think about when you're going to die. I know that sound kind of messed up the way I said that, but I laughed about it. But it's true. At the end of the day, we're all going to die someday. And depending on your age, I know you have people that can live up to 112 years old. It's been documented. But realistically, that does not happen to the majority of people. And it's going to come a day when it's your time. Even though we look at older age as the time when we're all going to pass, we know it's happening even at middle age. It's happening to young kids, and that's not cool. But I mean, obviously, it's a part of life, right? And I'm saying all this to say that we don't have much time on this earth. There's always going to be a lot of things that we want to do. There's going to be things that we may complain about, but the big thing is, what are we going to do about it? All right. In this particular video, I am specifically talking about traveling or even moving away. I will make a disclaimer. First off, I am single and I don't have kids. So it may be easier for me to say things, but I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you why, right? Again, I just laid off with we are not getting any younger. You're going to die. I'm just being straight up. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it for anyone. A lot of people don't want to think about that, but it's going to happen. So then you're going to look at your life and say, like, what am I doing right now? Or what have I done that I'm proud of or that I want to do and I have not done it? And there's going to come that time when you may have regrets about a lot of things. And one thing I would say is that I shouldn't say I get tired of hearing it, but it bothers me. It should not bother me, but it does bother me when I know there are opportunities outside of where you may live and where the cost of living is a lot more affordable, right? And I'm not even saying that you even have to move, but it's okay to try things out and to see if it's something that you would like or that you would continue to do. So, as an example, right, I do plan on traveling a lot more extensively, and I've already done my research of places that I would like to go. I'm not saying I'm going to move there, right? But I do want to have some longevity, whether it's 90 days at a time, whatever the case may be, well, at a time at a certain in a certain country, whatever. That's fine. Then that right there will let me know would this be something that I would want to stay long term, right? And I'm only just giving myself the opportunity to explore, right? And I don't want to have those regrets where I'm looking up 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I'm saying, dang, I should have went ahead and done this when I first thought about it, and now I can't do it. Then you get people who don't want to do it. If you don't want to do something, I get it. But I would definitely say this though: don't complain about your situation either. You know, I am retired military, so yes, I do have a paycheck monthly that I do get, and you know, I worked hard for Lord Jesus. I worked hard. I worked hard for that, and I did that. So no matter what, once I got ready to retire, or if I decided to leave the job, I would always have some money coming in. So I'm okay in that department right there. Now, are there things that I would want to do so I can get more income, having more streams of income coming in? Heck yeah. I don't think there's anybody out there that wouldn't, right? So right now, that is my baseline right now. Hey, I do get a retired check, should I say, monthly, right? That can help me. And I know you get people who's not in that at that stage yet. That's nowhere near retirement or don't have the jobs where it can retire you, or you don't even have the investments that can retire you. I do get that, right? But that right there should not be an excuse for anyone not to do something. If you have those skills, like the necessary skills that a lot of people don't even possess. I'm a person, I've always said certain things like, hey, I don't possess this skill, but I know people who do possess this skill right here, and I would love to have that, but they're not doing, anything with it. And there's a lot of people out here that's like that. Somebody could probably say the same thing about me. Papa's like, hey, you got a skill that if I got that skill, you let me know what it is, baby. And I go ahead and tap into that. But regardless, I'm not going to let that limit me, and I'm not going to sit here and complain about some situation that you can change, right? If I know that I want to travel, let's go back to me. I know that I would like to travel, and why would I not? At this point in my life, why would I not go travel? I've traveled before. I've traveled several times. I think I'm on, if I'm counting, have I been to 13 countries? Maybe. I think I've been to more than that. I gotta count. I got like a little checklist right here, that I've been to. A lot of it was through military, and some of it was not through military. Some of it, like when I retired, I went to a few places and everything, and I really enjoyed them. And then what I know is about me, when I go places, I've heard a lot of people, and I've actually traveled with some groups as well, where you hear a lot of people say, "Ooh, I'm ready to get back. I'm ready to get back." I'm one of those people. I'm ready to get back. Yeah, I may have booked maybe for like a 5-day trip or 7-day, maybe a 10-day trip and everything. And I knew it was 10 days. Then, hey, once it was over, it was over. It was time to go back. However, if I had the opportunity, which I could have made the opportunity to stay longer, I would have stayed longer, because I'm not one of those people that necessarily rushes to get back. Now, if I'm in a situation where, hey, it's not good for me, you heck yeah, get me the heck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm ready to get back. But if I'm in a situation where everything's pleasant, I don't have any issues or anything like that, then I'm not ready to get back just like that. Let me enjoy where I'm at. Let me enjoy the experience, right? Because when I get back to real life, shall I say, a lot of people say real life, then is it doing anything for me? Like for that moment that I'm in, for that season I'm in at the time, is it doing anything for me? And if I don't feel anything to the point where I'm still like, oh, I'm ready to go somewhere else, I'd rather be doing that. So my whole thing with all this is like not to limit yourself, and just like give yourself grace, give yourself a chance. Don't count yourself out and wait till the land on last minute to at a certain point it may be too late. Suppose you mess around and get some type of illness or an ailment, whatever, where you can't go anywhere, or you can't change your circumstances or anything like that, then you're going to have those regrets. We work a lot. Everybody works a lot. You work to get where you are. You work to pay your bills and everything, but do you work for your free time? Do you really, really have that free time that a lot of people want? If you can go somewhere and get a better quality of life from where you are, even if it's temporarily. Even if it's temporary, then why not go ahead and do that? Again, I'm not saying it has to be permanent. It does not have to be a permanent thing, but give yourself the chance. I see a lot of people, oh my gosh. I see a lot of people who say, oh, I can't do that. I can't move out of the country like that, or I got a husband, or I got a wife, I got my kids to worry about. I get all that. Take your kids with you. Take the husband with you. Take your wife with you. I don't even care. Take them with you. Right? You can do that. And the reason I know this because I see it. Right? I saw it in person, and I've definitely seen, my God, we are in an age of social freaking media. Everything's on dang on social media. You can go right now, get on YouTube, find a lot of different videos of people traveling, doing things, not even just traveling, whatever it is that floats your boats. Someone is out there doing what you want to do. And I sit here and seeing people like, hey, this is what I do, where I live at now, and this is my cost of living, whatever. I'm like, what? Hey, I would love to experience that, right? And then the good thing about it, if you go somewhere, you don't like it, deuces. You can go somewhere else, and whatever. Or you can say, hey, I tried it, I don't like it, ain't for me, then come back to where you came from. You know what I mean? But don't sit there and limit yourself. I try my hardest. I do try my hardest. I'm always doing something, right? Whether it's something for betterment, to better myself. I consider myself an organizer. I'm setting stuff up so I can understand, and so that my brain isn't everywhere. So I'm always doing something. I'm always sitting here doing research on places I can go. Hey, what's it like over here? Oh, I'm learning something right here about this, about that, whatever. So I can change my circumstances. I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not having any issues or anything like that. But am I where I want to be? No, right? You have to make yourself happy, okay? Some things you have to take sacrifices, like, you know what, or make whatever. Make sacrifices and everything for what you want to happen. So don't sit here and say, well, I can't do this. I can't do this because of this. Then fix it. Okay? I know some things, it will not be an overnight thing. Some things you cannot change overnight. But use your thinking cap. You can think of, hey, what can I do differently right now? And that can help me get ahead. Sometimes it takes, hey, giving up something to get ahead. Like, I'm in a season right now where, hey, I'm okay financially. No, I want to be great financially. I'm okay financially, to be honest with you. But I want to be great financially. So what I want to do right now, hey, if you know that you want to go, like, travel extensively, hey, why not save right now? Like, focus, really, really, really focus on saving more and investing more so that you can have more cash, more money to get around and do the things that you want to do. And that's the stage that I'm in. That's the sacrifice that I'm making. I said I want to do A, B, C, D, and E. So, okay, Charity, what are you going to do A, B, C, D, and E? Okay, here's what I'm doing. And, hey, it's working right now, okay? So I'm not in a point where I want to limit myself. I want to give myself the opportunity to do the things because I don't want to be here 5, 10 years, 15, 20 years from now and saying, I should have done this right here. At this point in time, I had the opportunity to do this and I did not do it. And don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure it's to happen to a lot of people. It's to happen to me. There's been circumstances I'm looking like, oh my God. I remember 5 years ago what was offered to me, or what I was doing back then, or what I heard about, and here we are 5, 6 years later. I have not done anything about it. You know what I mean? I don't want to have them crazy dang on regrets like that, and I don't think you want to have those regrets because again, as I started out saying, we're gonna die. We're not going to be here forever. What are you going to do? What are you going to do now about it? And that's why I made the video, because I get tired of hearing, oh man, I hear people say that, oh, I'm scared to do this. I can't do this. Oh, I won't do that. You want to do it, but you won't do it. Like, take the dang on chance. It's people out here doing it. Take the dang on chance. If it work out for you, it does. If it don't, it don't. But at least you can say, hey, I wasn't scared. I did this. Right? And that's all you got to do. But you have to give yourself the opportunity. Give yourself the chance. And then I would say this too. Again, somebody may look at it like, well, what you talking about? You ain't got no kids. I don't give a damn. I was a kid myself, right? I was a kid myself. I've been around people with kids. All this stuff like that. And one thing you want to look at too, okay, what are you showing your kids? Okay? Not just, hey, I love them. We all know, hey, parents, they love their kids and everything. But sometimes it is true, and not all the time, but a lot of times to say your children are a reflection of you, of that parent, whatever the case may be and stuff. But you want to show your kids also that, hey, they can dream big as well. They can go out here and they can do that. But you can't show them when you're scared yourself, right? Because a lot of people end up putting their beliefs on their kids as well. And then your kids, you end up growing up thinking the same thing. Nah, dog, we ain't with all that. One thing I could say about my parents, they've always been encouraging. I would definitely say that. Now, you're going to get here and there. You might get a naysayer for certain things. But for the most part, I've never really had that issue. You know what I mean? And even if I did have the issue, I'm the type of person, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do. So we can't always use those excuses right there as well. You get to a certain age, and, hey, you know better with a lot of stuff. And then even with my traveling and everything, when you travel, that really does open your eyes up to other parts of the world and like what they do and how they go about their daily lives and everything. And some things it would be for you, some of it won't be for you. Like, nah, I can't get down with that. Because you may be used to certain things, but something it may be even better than what you're doing, and how you live and everything. I'm like, wait a minute, let me check this out. But my thing is, you cannot be scared to do things, to get out there. You have to get out of your comfort zone. I'm not 100% that person that says, oh, I'm completely out of this and everything, because my whole thing when it comes to the comfort zone, let's say you may get an opportunity, or someone says, hey, you should do this. If you know for a fact that you're not an expert in certain things, like some things, it's just not your lane. You know that. And somebody will sit here and still tell you, hey, jump in and do this, do that, whatever. No, certain things, no, dog. But when it comes to like dang on lifestyle, there's a difference. When it comes to lifestyle, yes, go with the opportunity. Do what you need to do. Okay? So, like just be honest with yourself and, you know, determine what you want to do. What is that you want to do? Don't talk yourself out of it because you're thinking about someone else and things like that. Don't try to force things. If it's something that's been on your mind that you want to do, then go ahead and do that. Even if traveling is one of those things that you want to do, go ahead and do that. Your first step right there is at least to go ahead and get a passport, right? Whether or not you end up using it or not, get the freaking passport. And then what I don't want to hear, and I get it, when people say, "Well, I can't afford this." Hey, even for a passport, it's $160. Save the freaking money to do it, to be able to afford it. Okay? Oh my goodness. I get it. But you have to give yourself a chance. Save the dang on money. Because the same money you go on there freaking buying dang on juice, snacks, and whatever heck you buying that's really not beneficial to your life. And I'm guilty. Because I would buy some stuff that's not beneficial to my life. Man, I love me some butter pecan ice cream. I would tear it up. And sometimes looking like, girl, you could use that money right there for something else. So, realistically, a lot of things we say we can't afford, you can afford it. A lot of things you have to budget for and all that stuff like that. That's a whole different story. That ain't my lane. But, I mean, I do all that, but it's not my lane. But all that being said, if it's something that you want to do, you got to, hey, work at it. Be smart about it. Save up. Do what you need to do. But don't talk yourself out of it. Be the example for everyone else. And all that being said, I'm about to close this out. Yeah, so consider liking. No, don't consider nothing. Look at here. Like the video. Consider subscribing to the channel for more commentation like this. I got a lot more stuff. I be having a lot of things in my head just be popping up, baby. I had to write it down so I don't forget. Cause sometimes they brain sometimes like, baby. But anyway, yeah, just give yourself grace. Stop being scared about things. Like, we're all scared about something, but you got to overcome that fear. Faith over fear. All right. That being said, I'm out. All right. Bye.